What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. I hope you're all doing great, and welcome to a new video on Solana. Wanted to do a quick update. There will be less videos today due to some personal circumstances, but I did want to cover some cryptos. One of them being Solana. Yesterday we talked about the likelihood of Solana dropping down a little bit lower. I mean, it had broken back above 110, but what we said yesterday is that it really was around 112 or something. It really needed to break above to really be bullish again. And just in general, what we also said is that, if I can look that up real quick, is that it was most likely that Bitcoin was going to show some bearish momentum, which it actually did not. I mean, initially Bitcoin was very bullish yesterday. But then we got some bearish momentum, and just in general, I mean, if you looked at Solana, and that's also what we did yesterday, right? If you looked at Solana itself, you could already see that for the last couple of days, actually, I mean, the open interest peaked on Monday evening. For the last couple of days, the open interest was dropping down. Was also the case yesterday morning. So that means that Solana is losing momentum. And therefore, in my eyes, it was most likely that we would drop down to this level around $195. So I think we're in the middle of that. I just wanted to give you my thoughts on that. I wanted to give you my thoughts on what's next and what the possibilities are afterwards. So that is what we'll do. Now, the necessary reminder for everybody is the following. And that is that Solana is still doing great. All right, Solana fundamentally, especially, is still doing great. I mean, the total value locked on DeFi Llama, I mean, the numbers differ a little bit based on what's being measured, but no, the total value locked on DeFi Llama is around 4 billion. Still lower than BSC, but I do think that there's a possibility it can still get above that level. Who knows? I mean, it's difficult to say, but the point is that fundamentally Solana is still bullish. So I am also still bullish on it. However, I mean, right now the open interest over the last day, I would say it's relatively stable. But there is a certain downtrend in that, all right? So that means that Solana is still losing momentum. Apart from that, Bitcoin is also, well, it's just consolidating, right? So Bitcoin also does not provide any major bullish momentum at the moment. That could come later. I mean, the ETF approval hopefully is coming soon. So that could come. I mean, if Bitcoin starts testing 44,000 and 44,500, Solana will follow. Maybe a little bit lagged, so maybe a little bit later, but it will probably follow. But for now, I mean, the technicals, you can also see the 28 EMA right here, which is usually very strong, has been flipped into resistance. We found support at the 50 EMA, which is that red line right there, but it's also not that much support. So what I think is most likely is that Solana will fall down a little bit lower. Now, the next major support level is right here, not necessarily around 100. I mean, 100 is obviously a big psychological support level, but more so between $98 and $94. So that's what I expect Solana to drop down to, and I do expect us to find support there. And then depending on how much support we'll find there, we can either consolidate here and then later on, or at least try to time when Solana will get up to 135 and 145. That is if there's a lot of support, right? So if we get a lot of bullish momentum from that support level, but it's also, at this moment, it's also a possibility still that Solana actually will drop down a little bit lower, so that when it drops down to that level, to 94, 96, that it, for example, does not break above 100 and 102 anymore. So that's kind of bearish, and then we'll drop down lower towards 84 right here. So in general, short-term bearish, fundamentally and longer-term bullish. So there's not much to worry about unless you bought up here. But that was a risky play either way, right? So I still think Solana will do great, but short-term I do expect some more pulling back. Now, those are my thoughts. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to check out my premium and signal group down in the description or the pinned comment. Very valuable, but that's up to you to check out. For now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.